Hey everybody, welcome back. The Production 710 is finally here from Benchmade Knife Company. This is the 710 FE-24. Flat earth, flat dark earth, however you want to call it. I'm excited. This one, man, padded box, use and care manual, life sharp warranty in the box. Don't forget about that. Comes in a nice microfiber silky smooth bag. Also good for cleaning your glasses or, doing whatever. Now, this Axis lock paperwork is super important for this knife. This knife is 25th anniversary featuring the Axis lock from the beginning. This is a relaunch. It is a series of 3, and we're already staring at the beautiful milling on these handles. Some PVD coating. Loving it all over this knife. Now, look at your crossbar lock, your Axis lock bar. You got some milling on that, a little bit of tapering, which is nice and smooth, a little re-engineering. I like the design on that. Transfer that to a few other knives. Now, we'll take a look at it, but this is the 25th anniversary of the 710, the Axis lock. Of course, the designers on this one, Bill McHenry and Jason Williams. Now, we're going to do an epic comparison coming up between all of these knives that I've kind of picked out. Some that are my favorites, some that are like size comparison adjacent, and some that are the earlier launches of the 710. Gold class, limited edition, we're going to cover them all. Now, you can already tell it's got a beautiful recurve blade on it. This blade comes to you in a CPM S90V blade steel. We got, of course, the maker's mark on there from the designers, McHenry and Williams. There is, isn't there? There's a little tiny bit. It's got that Benchmade.com patent. We could get rid of that. I think maybe we could talk to legal. I'm going to have to put a memo in. We're going to have to talk to legal and say, can we finally get rid of that? Because we did that on some of the other knives, and it looks legit. Now, they snuck it in under the McHenry and Williams. I get it. But the CPM S90V, the pivot collar, the deep pocket carry clip, right or left-handed tip-up carry. This is exciting. Now, overall, we talked about these redesigned little ends. They got a little bit of milling on them, so you got a little bit of texture. And hopefully you can see they're kind of angled in that direction. So when you pull back, it's a super, I'm trying to flip it out with just that. I need to break this down, put some slick-em-all on it. If you know, you know. Put it in the chat, definitely. But the milling on these handles, now you get the 6061 T6 aluminum, and what they've done is put a gray anodized finish on it. So we'll look at some other aluminum stuff coming up. You can see the difference though. Let me know what you think. Full stainless steel liners on this one. It is built just like the original. Even your standoffs, right? You're getting PVD coated, the flat dark earth. My goodness. This one's legit. It's ready to go. If you have never held one of these, please do yourself a favor. Go down to your Benchmade dealer, get hands-on with one of these, or better yet, just buy one from your dealer. Price on this, full retail, $450, but at your dealers, your Benchmade dealers, $405. You're getting a lot of knife for this one. Now, let me know your thoughts on the blade coating and the accent coating. Me personally, this cleans up really well. The PVD coating holds up really well. Had it on my shootouts for years. It works great. However, aesthetic-wise, they've matched it all around. I dig that. Now, me personally, I would have kind of almost dug like a smoky blue, kind of like on the full immunity or something. Wouldn't that look sick? Now, one thing I would suggest before we get into the specs, I would suggest on this one, give us a production model replica upgraded version. So maybe a Stonewash S90V or a Stonewash MagnaCut. Full stainless steel liners, of course, like all of them. But give us a handle with like black G10 or blue G10, something that kind of mimics one of the originals. And then overall, that's going to reduce your price, of course, but give us like a production upgrade, a 25-year production upgrade. These are all knocking it out of the park, and you'll see that in just a minute. All three of them, amazing quality. I honestly thought this anodized aluminum, I mean, you say anodized, but it's like, sorry, it's a PVD. No, it's an anodized gray finish. It's PVD on the blade and the accents, but it's a real light gray. So you got that anodized finish. I almost thought this one, when I first saw them, was going to be the limited edition, just from the look of it. Okay, so let's get into the overall specs on this one. We talked about the blade. It's got that beautiful recurve to it. Get your best sharpening skills out. Don't practice on this one, or just take it to your buddy, get him to sharpen it for you. I'm just kidding. There's so many awesome knife sharpeners in this community. It's amazing. Or practice on it. Do what you do. Love what you love. Use your knife, right? Okay, so CPM S90V blade, that FDE, as they're calling it on the thing, flat dark earth or flat earth on the box, PVD coating, blade length 4 inches. So it's a bigger knife. Thickness on that is only 0.11 of an inch. So you're still getting a good blade steel out of this, a good blade. I have a large glove size hand, plenty of extra room. I can get a fifth finger on there. So plenty of extra room, the way it comes down, your thumb rests very comfortably on there. You're not going to have to worry about any problems on that. Now, overall, when you have it closed, you're looking at just shy of 5 inches, 4.98 inches. The handle thickness, just a feather over half an inch. And when it's open, your overall length is 8.95, so almost 9 inches. It's a good size folder. Now, the weight on this, 4.85 ounces, so it's going to be a little higher, but it is a bigger blade with full stainless steel liners. So I like how they did this. I like the handle. I like it all about it. And you know what? They didn't even forget about the lanyard fans. You got your lanyard hole right here. Lanyard fans rejoice. You could get some sort of beautiful flat dark earth, bead and, lanyard on there. It's going to look incredible. So you're probably like, Zach, where's this made? It's made in the USA, Benchmade Knife Company. You gotta love it, all right? American made, 25th anniversary. It's a relaunch. Now, let's get into some knife comparisons. We've looked all about it. This is the unboxing, first impressions. I've had the other two 710s that they relaunched. It's great. They did a wonderful, wonderful job building these, all three of them. But prior to that, maybe you ask yourself, how does this compare to that awesome aluminum handled bug out? Now, of course, I went ahead, put the blue accents on there. So sorry for the fans of the red. I had to go blue on it, but that's your bug out. This is a classic. I love that starburst pattern on this. That's a stock Benchmade handle. And of course, there's your size comparison. Now we'll do blade looks on this one just because, so you can see how much more of a knife you're getting from the bug out. So, if you have a bug out, you can see size-wise, like, all right, this is legit. See how it's going. Now, of course, one of my favorites, the 940. We got the custom titanium handle from Benchmade. There's your size comparison there. So you're already looking at size comparison. Let's move it up and put this one in front. But you can already see size comparison-wise the difference from the full-size 940. So the 710 is just a legit heavy use EDC folder. Now, the full-size Super Freak, we got to do a comparison with that because you're getting into that Super Freak range. Handle's almost as big, just a shy, and then you're maybe 1/4 of an inch on the blade. So full-size Super Freak, that's where it's at. Now, maybe you're old school. Maybe you're like, hey, I got an old Rift. The Benchmade Rift, classic Benchmade. Let's relaunch these. I love these colors, Cutlery Shop exclusive. Do the blue and black again, get another one of those going. Or maybe even put some aluminum scales on the Rift. Oh, or some carbon fiber, Speaking my language. So your Rift, see size-wise, you got that pinky finger difference, a little bit there. But overall, you're getting that blade experience, right? That handle ratio. You can see the differences. You can see the differences. So we have one more from a newer hunt knife in the last year or so, the tagged out. It's a great comparison on this one. Handle wise, a little shorter, blade a little shorter, but overall a good knife in comparison. You're getting some good blade comparison here. Handle wise, pretty comparable, a little bit different shape, but very comparable. The tagged out's going to be a little thinner. Obviously, it's not full stainless steel liners, but they're remembering the lanyard fans on all these, so don't forget about that. Now, this is the best part of the video right here, because we're going to compare the limited edition 710. I think this one's the 2401, and this is also aluminum handles. Has a nice dark coating, black coating to it, with some accents. Similar coated blade, similar axis bar, crossbar, all that good stuff. I like the look of this. This would have looked hot with like a stonewash blade or like an all black blade. So that's your looks on those. Those are looking good, right? Those are looking good. Now they kind of leveled it up. They launched the gold class with it also this year. If you were lucky enough to get one of those, like myself, I purchased one of these, saved up for it. This is awesome. This is titanium, obviously with some aluminum. A beautiful look to this. And I think, I'll have to double check on that one, but full stainless steel liners. They incorporated the backspacer into this one, which is kind of a pop of difference between the backspacer on the limited and then the standoffs on the production. So they went a little different with it, a little different with each one. Of course, that Damasteel blade looking amazing, right? And they didn't put the patent on this one. So let's carry it over. But you got your 710 markings. You got that custom clip on this one. I dig all this. So anyways, this is a comparison of all three at the end of the video for the Benchmade 710 FE-24. It's in production now. You got to get one. Save up for it. I'm looking for what people are going to do to mod this one out. I can't wait, because there's so many awesome people that have some mad skills. Somebody's going to do some amazing stuff with it. So we'll go ahead, put these two away. Keep them nearby, but put them away. And you can see, like, blade-wise, like, coatings and all that, pretty darn close to this exact same. I think overall, you're not going to be able to get a comparison out of a lot of them, just because color-wise, different batches, different times of year they're made. That's how it goes. But overall, this one's a win. I love it. Now, one of the most important things, of course, hashtag DSKFS. It means do something kind for someone. It's an awesome way to live your day, awesome way to give back to people around you. And most importantly, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to have a great day, but most importantly, take care.